Hey guys, so today I am going to be showing you my drugstore favourites, sort of from each category, and like some of these aren't my go-to, but like they've sort of stood the test for time, I guess, and they're always there for me when I need them. But yeah, you'll get what I mean when we go into it, and yeah, let's get on to the video. So the first category is primer, and I don't use primer that much and I should start using it because I'm really lazy, but the two that I have here are good for different purposes, and I guess I do both use them, but I don't know, again I'm just really lazy with primer and I prefer to get a moisturiser with like glycerine in it or something. But the first primer is the Collection Primed and Ready Powered by Witch Mattifying Primer, and this is really good for people who want more of a matte look, and you don't have any big blemishes, just like small ones, because I feel like this makes your skin look really textured. But I really want this, but in the peach apricot shade, because I think that looks really nice. And this is also quite silicone-y, so if you don't like silicone primers, I'd stay away from this one. And then the second one is the Barry M Flawless Contour Colour Correcting Primer, and this is in the green colour. This is really good and I do still use this, and I like this because it doesn't get away any like red spots sort of, but it really does help with red, just like general redness all over your face. So yes, these two are great. Next up is foundation, and I can actually remember every single foundation I've bought, and I will go through them. So the first up is L'Oreal True Match, then Rimmel Wake Me Up, then Rimmel Stay 25 Hours. So my camera just cut off, so sorry about that, and I think it's also moved about a bit, but I was saying that I had the True Match again and I went through about 3 bottles of that, then I got the wrong shade, then I went to Maybelline Fit Me and went through 2 bottles of that, then I went to the e.l.f. and then I went to the 2 foundations which I'm using at the moment. So the 4 foundations, which I still use on quite a regular rotation if I am wearing makeup, because I've stopped wearing as much makeup, I don't know why, I don't know, I can't be bothered, is the Maybelline Fit Me in 110. This is just one of those classic ones which I can go back to if I just really need my skin to be looking good, and it's got sort of a medium coverage, so also when my skin is nicer, like at the moment, I would tend to wear this one more. The e.l.f. one, I would wear this so much more in the summer, I think, because it's just getting into that sort of autumn time of the year. I've stopped wearing this as much, but this has a really dewy and sort of flawless look to your skin, and I do really like this. If I am not wearing makeup, which I don't really wear makeup to school anymore, I used to wear like this sort of makeup without the eyes and lips to school, but I don't really wear it that much anymore. If I do want a little bit extra coverage, I'll take this Revlon Stick Foundation and I'll put it round my nose, up my forehead and down here on my chin and under my jawline, and I'll just buff that in, and whatever coverage it gives I'll be happy with, because I just want a little bit to take away the redness or whatever, and I do really like this. And then I've got the Revlon Colour Stay in 150 Buff, and this is what I'm wearing today. This is like quite full coverage, so I wear this when I know I want to look nice or like I'm going out somewhere, and this is just such a staple foundation. Even though I got it recently, it's just so amazing and it's just so good. So next up we have concealer, and I don't have any concealers to show because I don't use concealer that often. I really need to get one because I've just not repurchased one in a while because I can't be bothered, but I need to repurchase a concealer. So that e.l.f. one, it was good, but I ran out so quickly, literally. So powder, I have meant to get 2 powders to show you, but I can't find one, so I've just got one. My favourite drugstore loose powder is the MUA Ultra Fine Loose Setting Powder, and this is actually the only loose powder I've tried from the drugstore, and I do really want to try different ones because this one does run out quite quickly, but it is really fine and it does set your face really well. My favourite pressed powder is the Miss Sporty blue one, or I can't remember. Miss Sporty one. I've got 2 powders in my drawer which I need to try out and I haven't tried yet, so I'll get back to you about them. And brows. Brows were going to come next up. Let me find them. So my favourite eyebrow pomade is still this e.l.f. one. I just find it I just find it so easy to use, and it's just such a staple eyebrow product for me, and I really love it. And it's lasted such a long time as well. There's still so much left. Great. Okay, my bed moved. I'm fine. Wow, I'm sitting on everything. Okay, I'm fine. And then my favourite powder eyebrow kit, if I want a more natural look, is the Collection Eyebrow Kit in Blonde. My only downside to this is I wouldn't class this as blonde because there's a black in there. Blonde people do not put black eyebrows on. I would say to have this colour, colour in between these two, and then this colour at the end, and keep the black for the brunette kit, because if I was blonder than I am, I don't think this kit would really work for me. And talking about powders, we're going to move on to eyeshadow, and I do have quite a few for this, just because I like eyeshadow. Anything else? Yep, here's one. So I do have quite a lot, and they are all in palettes, which I prefer. And my first one, which is my staple palette, I just love it so much, is the Revolution Ultra Eyes Flawless Reoccurring 3 palette. And you've probably seen this in so many videos. I love it so... It's gonna drop, I love it so much. It's because there's cool tones, and there's warm tones, and there's shimmers. And I just think it's the absolute perfect palette. Next up I have the Revolution Ultra Eyeshadow palette in the shade Beyond Flawless, and I haven't used this in quite a while, but this used to be my favourite eyeshadow palette. I think I haven't used it in quite a while. There isn't any matte shades, and the quality of the mattes in here aren't as good as they are in the other palette, but the shimmers in here are amazing quality. If I'm ever looking for a shimmer eyeshadow, I always come back to this palette. Then I've got the H&M Nudes eyeshadow palette. This is just a cute little one for your bag. I think this looks absolutely amazing, and it's got amazing pigmentation, and I do really like this. Next up I have the Body Shop Shimmer Cubes, which I haven't used in a while, but I used to absolutely love. And it's just one of those staples which, if you're in a pinch, this one will always work and will always be good, I guess. Then there's this Miss Sporty Quad, and these are the most beautiful shades, and they make the most beautiful eye looks. And then I've got my Makeup Obsessions eyeshadows, and they look like this. I used them on my eyes today, and oh, one popped out. My only problem with these is I find it really hard to make an eye look out of these shades. I don't know why. I just find it extremely hard to make an eye look. I think it's maybe because the gold's too dark, but in these 3 slots I'm getting another shimmer, blush, and then highlight, so that might, because like you don't need to use blush on your cheeks, so you can use it on your eyes, so that might just, I don't know, help me do it. So that is eyeshadow done. Next we're going to move on to mascara, and I do only have one here because I lost my other one which I was going to talk about, and I can't remember what it's called. It's one from Miss Sporty, but I absolutely love the Maybelline Lash Sensational. I lost a tube, so I had to go out and buy this one, and I found that other tube in school the other day, so I now have 2 tubes of this, and I just love it so much. I think it's because of the wand. The wand just grips every single lash, and it's just so easy to use, and it makes your lashes look absolutely amazing. And then after mascara, we're going to move on to cheeks and sort of contour and that stuff. So let me just find all my palettes for that. Well, they're not all palettes to be fair, but again I've got quite a few for this one. So these 2 used to be my absolute favourite highlighters. They're the MUA and Dress Your Skin in Pink Shimmer and Iridescent Gold. I really want the white one of these because I don't really think I suit these ones anymore. Like, I love this one when I'm tan, so it looks absolutely amazing on your skin, but I just really wish that they came up with a more champagne-y one, because that's what more suits my skin tone. So I don't really use these anymore, but these are great if you've need a highlighter that's cheap basically. So next up, Amy blushes are one of my absolute favourite blushes. I've got the colours Lolly, Bonbon and Candy Floss. My local Superdrug where I used to buy these have taken them away, so I don't know whether they're off the shelves for good or just off the shelves in that Superdrug, because I can't buy them anymore basically. Next up is my favourite cheek palette, and it's the Revolution Ultra Sculpt and Contour Kit, and as you can see it's very well used. This this highlight is absolutely my favourite highlight. I love it so much. It's sort of like my perfect champagne, like I was on about, and this is the same as the Sleek Rose Gold blush, which is also one of my favourites but is in my drawer and I forgot to take out. And then this contour is just amazing for bronzing up. Then it's a relatively new one, as you would have seen in my 2 videos ago, but I've just used it so much since I've got it, and it is the Sleek Highlight Palette in Solstice, and I use this one for my eyes quite a lot, the yellow one, and these two, the cream and the purple, like I did in the video, are the ones I normally use on my cheeks just because I think they give the best effect. And then lastly I've got the Collection Contour and Sculpt. I don't think I will ever run out of these. I've used these so much and like I've barely like dented them. These have the biggest pans and I really love this contour, and this highlight is quite a nice subtle highlight as well, so it just depends what I'm feeling. And then lastly we have lips. Oh, I forgot one thing. I really like this Maybelline Colour Tattoo as a base in the colour Creme de Rose. And then lastly we have lips, and I'm just going to, oh, I didn't realise, but these are all liquid lipsticks. No they're not. No they're not. No they're not. Where's my other two? So again I have quite a few for lips. One is the Revlon Matte Colour Stay Thing in Embrace. This is such a pretty everyday nude. I've got the MUA lipstick in the shade 11. This is one of, like, this is maybe a lipstick form of this, just a little bit darker. I absolutely love this lipstick. Then I've got the Revolution, like, it comes in like lip kit, it's got a liner up there, and this is in the shade Noble. Then I've got the Makeup Revolution collection shade in the shade Rebel, which is a purple colour. This is one of my favourite lipsticks. Then I've got Tanya Bear Matte Lip in the shade Martha Moo. I've got, this is what I'm wearing today actually, I've got the Body Shop Matte Liquid Lipstick in Coronation. Then I've got the Sleek Matte Me like Ultra Smooth Liquid Lipstick in Shabby Chic, which is such my perfect colour for everyday wear. And then I've got my NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream in Cans. All of these lipsticks I love and think are absolutely amazing. Same with all of this makeup. I know it's quite a lot, and obviously I don't use all of this on a regular basis, but as I said, they have stood good for me throughout the times. It's just there to mix up. And yeah, my favourite drugstore makeup. Let me know if you want me to do a video on my worst drugstore makeup, which I think would be a really interesting video to do. And without further ado, bye guys!